Welcome, guys, to the witching hour. There you go. I nearly forgot it there. Did you know that? I actually forgot it there, but it just popped back into my head again. I'm going to wait till the chat fills up a wee bit, guys, before Andrina starts doing her tarot cards and that. I'm going to put the link in the chat for lunar eclipse. It's lunar eclipse, isn't it? Aye. And anybody else that wants to come in and do wicca things, you know, this is tonight. This is really Andrina's night, and we're also doing talk about witches and stuff like that.
Witchcraft
and tarot card readings and stuff like that. I've got a wee advert today now on my channel, but I'll do that at the end of the show tonight. I'll be posting the link for the company that's going to sponsor the channel now. So I'll hand you over to Andrina while I go and talk to the chat, and let's go.
I've just got to say hi to chat today. It's Chris, actually. So
I'm just going to paste this the old linketh.
We have got Shrimp Shack, hiya. We've got Scott.
YouTube's not letting me post the link.
Oh no again. Who else have we
No
got?
again.
Nelly. No person. That's a weird name. No person. Hello.
Hello, Shrimp Shack. Hey, Dobby. No person. Hello. Why is it no letting me post the link? Oh, there we go. There is the link to
Stream. Hi, everybody.
Here we all go.
Oh, they're my best then. Shell Steel.
There's Shell Steel. Hey, Shell! I can't help myself. I want to do it. We get 10 in tonight.
Might hit the like, guys.
And then Gina will be doing... What tarot cards is it tonight you've got?
Well, I've actually got my usual Santa Mutterlands. It'll be one card answers. I've got my usual
ones though, you know.
Spirit. And I got these ones ages ago. It's the Halloween Oracle, which is much like the postcard for Spirit, which we could maybe give a wee try the night. And if you just wanted a tarot card maybe for a problem I've got, I could do that.
Hey, Paranormal and History. Hey, Scott Matson.
Yep, we've got our usual here. All the best people's here.
Now, Scott was going on into last night because I was eating a certain type of candy in Gina, and I was saying Uncle Joe's mint balls. To prove to him that Uncle Joe's mint balls.
Well, Christopher, do you want to know where you get half of the ice cream fan? Michelle, is this true? You get camel balls. Camel balls. And it's actually a camel, and its balls are hanging down in the tube. I kid you not. I will try and get some after the ice cream van when he comes back.
Camel's balls. I seen them at the local shop from me, corner shop, but he get rid of them because I think some folk were complaining.
Well, there you go, your ice cream.
I think it's disgusting because I've seen what they look like.
And that is bad. Aye, and on the picture in the front is exactly where they came from. And it's bad. I think they went to buy them just for a laugh, actually. Right,
Camel's balls.
Halloween card.
Let's see.
Halloween Oracle.
Right, guys, in the chat, who wants a card reading?
This is Oracle cards. It's Halloween Oracle cards, so they're a wee bit.
There's somebody that knows you, Andrina.
Yeah, missus. Yeah, I see she's agreeing with me. After ice cream van, it's Camel's balls. And they're chewing them, so the veins have to chew. So they're chewing Camel's balls.
I prefer my Uncle Joe's mint balls.
Well, it doesn't sound so crude, I suppose.
I'm a bit of a sweetie connoisseur, and everybody knows that I like my candy. My Uncle Joe's mint balls and the old-time favourite, Parma Violets.
I like these. Well, actually, Iceland just started selling sweeties, and I got them. I was going to get cops, and I didn't. I got these cheap other things, and I wish I hadn't. I get cop in the day, cola cubes and everything, so I'm going
to get them. You still get them?
Aye.
Cola cubes. They sell them in Douglas. I'll get you a bag.
Okay, I will. Iceland does them. I don't know if it's going to be the same kind of So we don't know if it's going to be the soft ones and the crap ones or no, but I don't know. I know this sounds so wrong, Scott, didn't it? It's not that. The wind's running me. I got some camel's balls. I didn't believe her, Liam, when they told me the first time.
I can just see it the new. Mummy, can I have some money for camel's balls?
Honestly. I got the ice cream van. Here, can I get camel's balls, mister? I've got £1 worth. Right, sorry.
Right, guys. Who's in the chat wants a reading? Who's the first?
Who wants a Halloween oracle?
Well, I just picked somebody for you. What about your friend there,
Mary?
Yeah,
Mary, I'll give you.
There's her picture so you can use your Jedi powers.
Yep. I'll give Mary a Halloween oracle. Just remember, I'm not an expert at these ones, folks. I've not read them a couple of times playing about.
Oh, hello, Karen White.
Oh, there we go.
Karen White was telling us the other night there on the live she's went and bought a ghost box.
Oh, what one did you get, Karen?
I think it's that red one off of Amazon.
Best box. Well, I'm going to invest in one of them, I think, because a lot of people are getting good results with them. And see, at first they were crap. They had to take them all. They had to take them all back in and do something to them, but they're all right now. Right, Mary, you've got death. Let's see it. Death, the eternal cycle begins here. But that's not a bad card as in death, the way you would mean it. It's just like death as in the beginning of something else. Like some things have to end in order for you to get something new in your life. Okay, wait till we see what the book says about death, right? These are what guys. So these are basically the advice of the witches of the past.
They're nice looking, the ones.
They're good jeans. Right, can we get this light? Right. The eternal cycle begins here. 'Tis not the end, though I may pass in the night. I get to do my time over, although you may not get a fright. Many pagans believe that death was the beginning of the cycle of life. When you think about it, most people consider the act of birth to be the beginning of the life cycle, where we are born, we live and we die. And depending on your beliefs, you may get to go around again. And depending on your beliefs, you may get to go around. Oh, look, I would read that twice. Instead, pagan cultures see death as the beginning of a whole new adventure, the place where your soul gets to choose where it incarnates, why and what it wants to experience. Then and only then does it get born into a body that lives and eventually dies, before returning to write a new cycle. Halloween is a celebration of death as a part of life. As humans are conscious beings, we know about death and many are afraid and uncomfortable about it. Halloween eliminates the unusual truth that all of us will die, just as all of us were born. So to be fearful of that ends process is fairly pointless. Halloween asks us instead to make friends with death, just as we seem friendly with birth, and to not allow our fears and grief to bring us unnecessary pain. Do not be afraid if you pull the death card, as it simply means that something it simply means that something is falling away, or will do so you can begin again. Basically, death means that it's the end of something and the beginning of something else. In a Halloween sort of spooky way. So it is. Hi, Dobby. Aye, postcards are the best one, Mary. I'll give you one of them. They're the best ones. These Halloween ones, I've never really read them much of them before. I'm trying to find a way with this camera. See, the other night I had the light on and on. I could see no bother. I don't know why.
Are you on your laptop when you aye?
I'm on my desktop again, and then the other night I had this one as well, and I could see fine. But for some reason, the night it's went dead.
Dobby Sock says 12 watching so far, Chris. Yep, keep it up. Oh, while you're doing this, I will show the prize we're going to be giving away.
Yep.
Plus, it'll be signed by Drew's Paranormal Vlog, myself, Age of Darkness. Once we get to 700 guys, one of you guys are getting the lucky draw of Scottish Ghost Stories. Very hard to get this book now, may I add. This is about 20 years old. So, like, share and subscribe.
Right, Mary, I'll give you a postcard for Spirit, because I didn't realise that was the one you wanted instead of the Halloween Oracle.
Who's next, Angina?
I'm going to give Mary a postcard for Spirit, Scott, Chris, because that's what she wanted, I hadn't noticed. Right. We bet you must be so exhausted some days, giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully and in service to the highest good, can leave you feeling depleted, like an empty well. If it feels as if there's no more water for you, the good news is we have a plan. Today, take a relaxing bath, book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers or plant something in your garden. Make time for self-care. Not more work on yourself. By tending to yourself now, you are reminded to do so more often. And be sure to use a word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but is essential for your well-being now. No, say it with us. No, thank you. No, I can't. You do not have to explain. Just say no, gently but firmly. Then go for a soak. Go for a soak. Life will wait for you to bring yourself back to centre, replenished and ready for more adventures. In other words, don't always have to feel as if you need to give everybody an explanation of what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? If you want to go for a bath, go for a bath. You don't have to turn up and tell everybody, look, I'm away for a bath. That's how I was missing for half an hour. You are who you are, and that's it. Just know within yourself you're being true to yourself. And just do what you have to do. And don't always feel guilty at the fact that you're maybe doing something that somebody doesn't like you doing. Surely.
There was some. What's that? Have no one got a conversation? How's it going? Hey, Aaron. Not seen you for a while. Scotland Castle. Is there anybody else wanting a card reading, guys? Is there anybody else wanting a...
We've got the Halloween Oracle, and we've got the one card answers for Santa Murta. If you've maybe got a wee question you want Santa Murta tarot cards to answer.
Come on, guys. Is any...
a tarot card, future card.
Oh!
Freeze.
There's Lunar Eclipse. Would you like to join us, Lunar Eclipse? We're doing card readings.
Join us for a blather on panel.
There you go. The link is up.
Excellent to see you all in.
Oh, there's Dobby Sock. Wants a reading.
Dobby, what one do you want? Postcard, or do you want one? Postcard for Spirit, Halloween Oracle, or a Santa Murta future card reading, or a answer to a problem.
Can you bring your camera down slightly, Andrina? Because it's like cutting off the top of your head. That's better. I couldn't see. I could just see your eyes.
There we go. I'll go that way. Cut out the light for everybody. Let me know, Dobby, what one you want, missus. Whether you want a tarot card, just a one-draw tarot card, even. One answer.
Dobby Sock, what card do you want? Andrina's asking.
I'll give one after a day, Dobby. Santa Murta, Dobby, no problem. No problem. Oh, that one really flew out straight away. I think a better shuffle, but I think that would be a bit much to say the very first card was yours.
That's no problem. Lunar eclipse. She's not feeling very good, but she might pop in shortly.
Luna.
Just take your time.
Sometimes it's good just to sit and listen, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. After Willie's reading, there's where's his name? Aaron. He wants a card. So you a couple of goes, and then it'll be you, Aaron. Join the queue.
No problems. Oh. Right, Dobby, where we go? Oh, I'm telling you can't bank on these. That was the same one as you got the last time.
Was it?
Or your cousin Rhonda got it, wasn't it? Remember what I told you about? You're just sailing through life, and there'll be problems because you've got charging through, but you're just going to go on with it as usual. You've got to charge through life, being in control. None's ever going to be too bad because it's roses at your feet. And I'm positive you got that last week. It was either you or it was Rhonda. Am I right? Rhonda got it. Well, you're the same, Mrs., aren't you, really? Makes sense anyway, doesn't it? Dobby, because you've got all that to go through with the car. And you've got to just go on with it, haven't you? Getting it through its MOT and getting... Right, we'll do Willie one next. I'm afraid to draw this for Willie, my fiance, because it's all it's got to say is pain, pain, pain for the next bit. You never know, babes. It might give you some hope.
There's Dobby saying thank you.
You can tell that kind of attitude must be in your family, since she's her cousin and you always get like remember the last time it was the ship, like the steam ahead, no matter what's on it, you've always got to go full steam ahead and deal with it. So your family must be kind of like that, am I right? Right, well, you've got the 5 of Cups. And you deal with, like, with this with the maze in your head's like a bit confusion to me. And to me, you're a bit confused because you don't know why the things that's happened has happened without saying too much in life. And you do feel as if you're sinking a bit. See the water, where you're sinking in water. Because you're no back at work and things. I get that, Claire. I'll explain a wee bit more to you here about it later, right? But it's apt for everything we're going through the now, especially you. Who else wanted a card?
Aaron. Aaron, I'll bring his picture up for you.
Oh, I see him.
There he's there.
You never know, Aaron. And Aaron, listen, see if that's what you're after. See that when you're no looking, that's when you'll find somebody. Honestly. See, when you're not looking for anybody. When I met Wally, I was homeless. I'd just got out of a very abusive relationship. I'd left him because he put a tumbler in my face, and I thought, I'm ugly enough, I'm not walking about Oscar for you. So I was sleeping in the woods. Never thought in my wildest dreams I would meet anybody, especially the state I was in. And I went, well, so you just don't know. Sometimes you need to just give up. Aye. Right, okay, I'll do Nellie's, man. I'm getting her out for downstairs for today, Nellie, man.
So you did Nellie's this time and then did Aaron after
Nellie, that? Aye. She's too close. She can come up and slap me, know what I mean? Right, I'll do Nellie's, man. Sorry, guys. I'll do Nellie first. But I just, honestly, but I'll do you in a second, damn, I promise. Just because Nellie's been shouting, I'm getting her out.
Sorry to hear that, Aaron. He says he had cancer 2 years ago.
Oh. I would rather concentrate on your care then. Let me get Nellie's off my head, right? Nellie's is a bit confusing because look, she's like drinking and there's like a drink in her horn. There's a drink in her horn. Like there's two drinks, there's a drink in each horn. She's got like her party clothes on. She's looking a bit wild. I just hope Nellie B, that doesn't mean that when you move back round the road that things are going to get a bit chaotic again. To be honest.
What does that mean, like that one? What is that?
Well, she's temperance, right? So temperance can go either way. It's just basically, how can I explain it? It's like all your demons could, if you don't watch what your demons, like all your demons could come up and focus. But I'll read the book for you for this one, Nellie, right? And we'll see what your advice of the dead is for that one. Temperance, what did I do with it? I would just watch what I was doing with that. Especially considering you're moving around the road and things are not so stable in your direction. It could mean that all your hard work for the last year could just fall to the wayside. Right, this card is protection, healing, and circulation. It forces us to migrate, to find the middle path, and to add something valid that is capable of. Wait now. This card is protection, healing, and circulation. It faces us to migrate, to find the middle path, and to add something valid that is capable of palisading to avoid traumatic cuts. Temperance is an arcana of adaptation, reconciliation, and harmony, where it is cooperation that determines the birth of something new, ready to spread out into the world. Whenever problems are raised, however, it will be disorder and coldness that takes the upper hand, unsettle the balance, and close off any kind of circulation or communication. Advice of the dead. Evaluate your objectives well and with moderation. Try to reach a balance that will enable you to make the unstable stable or more what is fixed. To me, Nell, that means that you're going to have to be careful because when that says that's upside down, that's the total opposite to what it says to start with. So it could mean that you could fall back into bad habits. For what's saying at the beginning, if it's upright, that it's everything's good and it's a chance for change and things like that, it's a care to be watched. Especially when I put it there, and the first feeling I got was like instability. Because as I've told you before, I read it as I see it, as I bring it out the deck. You know what I mean?
Right, there's Aaron.
I can't bloody read the book.
Right, Aaron. You're up next. After Aaron, it's Karen White.
Right, okay. Is it a future card reading you want, or an oracle, a postcard for spirit?
What do you want, Aaron? Do you want an oracle, a postcard for spirit? What is that? What's the choices?
Postcard for spirit, a Halloween oracle, or a one card answer.
What would you like, Aaron? What would you like?
I'll do you a future card with the tarot.
I'll give him a future card reading. That's what he's brought. I think that's what he's wanting.
That'll be what he's wanting.
Hey, Love Rules, my co-host there.
That's what I prefer to cold read them myself. Right. What we got here? Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. You see it? It's like a guy behind a fence. It's as if he's fixing things out. It's as if maybe you've got like a couple of things that's in front of you that you're having to. You've no choice but to deal with them because they're right in front of you. You've got a couple of them that you've dealt with. I would say the ones down the bottom, but I would say that now you've got a couple of things on your head that you're having to deal with, and it's pretty urgent. And the quicker you deal with them, the better, maybe. because there's no really very much niceness about that card. It's kind of doom and gloom, isn't it? There's no roses, there's no greenery, there's no nothing.
Hey, Citizen TV.
I'd maybe deal with it as you're dealing with pretty quick, and then you'll get back on the track of something. But I'll read you the advice of the dead for that, you know, it's Pentacles 7. Sometimes the best way to do it is read your card and then read the advice of the dead, because that gives you like kind of like a wee solution to get out whatever problem it is that's arising. Pentacles.
The next person that's in is Karen White, and she wants future.
Alright. Right, 7. Our ideas have... oh, God, that's bloody right. Our ideas have entered the world successfully, and we can concentrate, we can correctly evaluate and count what we have earned, won or generated. The 7 of Pentacles brings progress and success with further perspectives of growth. Only the fear of losing what we have obtained could obscure our mind and cause us to make mistakes in some investment, generating restlessness or impatience. The advice of the dead: stay calm and reflect before acting. With careful movement, your well-being and your earnings will contain without problems. Basically, just keep concentrating on everything that's in front of you. That's what I was saying about everything being in front of you. Just everything that's in front of you that's important. Concentrate on that, and chances up everything else will fall into place.
Was that for Arden? That one
was for Arden.
Karen White would like to go next with future. And listen, guys, while I say this now, you're in the chat. Feel free to share your links. Please share your links to all your channels. Citizen TV's in the chat, and please feel free to share your links with each other. Do you want me to bring up Karen's picture? Not much of a picture, but it's just like a blank kind of picture, but you'll still get to see the kind of, what you call it, to get the in its future.
Yeah. As I said before, I just kind of ask my guides to connect to her guides and hopefully get a message to her. That's the way I do it when I'm shuffling. I don't know the person. I think I've spoke to her a couple of times though. I always shuffle till the card decides it. The cards decide they're giving me one. There we go. And they always end up popping on it. Oh, there's another one. These are all. See, I tell you one thing, see, for all the card readings I give all yours, we obviously get this card, and do you want to know what it is? We're all strong women.
I've added you as a moderator, Citizen. You can put your link up now.
Do you not think that, girls? I know, you know what I mean? I think that's because we're all strong people, not even maybe so much girls, right? But we're all strong people, and this is what this is. Because I draw this card over and over again. It's because everybody that's in our kind of wee circle now, as I call it, like on with lives and things, we're all strong people, and whatever gets through it as we just go on with it. Please don't feel that yourself, and that's why this card keeps coming up every time I do a reading, 2 and 3 times. It's because we're all strong people, and no matter what's going to get through in front of us, especially when we've all got each other, we'll get through it. Okay?
There's Shrimp Shack saying, is that a witch on a scooter?
Well, I think I showed you Liam's scooter. Do please. No, think
No
that,
problem,
guy.
love rules.
How many times is that? What, 3 times or something? We staff put that cave and it's been us, all us set of people. So it shows to me that we're all strong people and that no matter what gets through in front of us all, whether we're males, females, whatever, we'll all get through it. And especially if we all keep our friendship that we've got with each other. No bother, Aaron. No bother, pal. And I've told you all before, anytime you want a card reading or anything, if you are feeling blue or down, just hit me up on my Facebook and I'll put a card for you. You don't have to wait till I'm live or Chris is live to get a card. I'm about 24/7, I promise.
There's a link there, Citizen Z
TV.
TV, if you want to come in. We're doing tarot cards.
Can you post my link for me, Chris, please?
What's that?
Could you post my link for me, please?
Oh, right. No problem there. I forgot.
I still not learned how to do it. We're picking out this random up. Right, team. How many of our team members are here? I think we're all here.
I think they're all there.
Why about this Randonautica app? What do you think about going for a wee show here?
Oh, I'll show you what?
Do you not know what Randonautica is, Christopher? No. It's an app. Right.
An app?
It's an app you download on your phone, right? It works off of Google Maps. And it's kind of got if you have the intention in your head that you want to see something spooky, it will take you to something spooky. You have to follow the Google Map, basically. Me and Michelle did it the other day, and we did it you can do it by car, bus, aeroplane, walking, but we did it for walking. And it took us, it was going to be taking us a 25-minute walk up the motorway and in, but see where it was going to take us? It was up in a lay-by. So we're wondering if there's maybe like an old mobile phone or something that's been discarded up in there. But you never heard of Randonautica? All the YouTubers are doing it. Some of them bodies.
There's a request for you, Andrina. From Love Rules.
I never bother, of course. Asked the ghost hunting team if he's wanted to go into the Randonautica, but
I'll only get a bash. Getting my luck, I'll end up in a swamp or something like that.
Well, we've still got the screenshot of where it took us to that day. But we didn't go, but we know where it is that it was pointing to take us, so we'll need to take a wee nosy in there.
I'll try it tomorrow when I'm out a walk with the dog.
Amanda asks if you could do her a tarot card. Aye, no problem. Just a future card, Amanda. I think it'd be interesting just to see where it takes us and to see us as normal people whether it will take us to something creepy.
There's Citizen TV. There's Citizen TV saying, I've tried the only thing I was gas station.
See, I thought we'd been in a lay-by, it was going to take us, it was maybe got like an old mobile phone that had been discarded or something, you know. I don't know. It'd be worth a try to see, but worth a while. No bother.
Let's see who's all in the chat. Shelley, what's that mean? I'm trying to find that. I'm going down. In fact, what's it called again? Randonautica?
Randon. It's no random. It's Randon.
Randon.
Autica. Right, where are we?
Down in old Google.
You did the same period again. Is that it? No, I'm shuffling these again. There's something not right with this. That's terrible. There's no chance that can be possible. How many people was getting these cards?
Mysteries of the universe.
Again for you. That's crazy. I've got to just do another one. Just to see.
Right, I'm downloading that app.
I just don't get it. How you can put the same
cards. That's okay. Scott, put it on the car on Thursday. I'll get a blast. Lunar eclipse. Listen, guys, share your links. Great channels here, by the way, guys. Lunar eclipse has got one a really good channel. Drew's paranormal vlog, which I've just posted again. I'll post again. Is really good channel. Citizen TV, really good channel, and then there's Paranormal History. You need to check them out. They're really good too. I'll stick the link out for them, Gina.
Thank you, Chris. Right, wait till we see, because if this comes the same card again, there's just something. No, it's not. I would say that to me, cold reading, it means that everything you're putting into your garden, into your life is growing. Because look, you've got your roses and things all coming up. You're putting the work in, really. You're putting the work in to grow, and all your plants here are growing roses. You've maybe not always had it easy, because look underneath you, there's a camera, Andrina. Underneath you, it's been like a bit rocky, maybe a wee bit in the past. As I've always told you, your sky to me usually is your future and what's ahead of you. So it's maybe a couple of clouds, so you might have a wee couple of rocky things along the road, but to me it looks all right. So whatever you put into it is what you're going to receive. And you have the 3 pentacles, so that's what drives you in life. So that's basically, and you are a young couple, you've got young kids or young kid, so it's just whatever you put into it, guys, will be your future. Just keep working at it, working hard, doing the things you need to do, like watering it and things, and you'll get there.
There's Michelle got a question for you.
Well, that's okay with you. Love rules. Michelle, Drew, what's the app Kerry uses in her iPhone? Michelle's trying to find it.
Is that the one that finds the ghosts?
Aye, what was it? Was it no Ghost Radar?
I think it was Ghost Radar.
No, I think it was Ghost Radar she had downloaded. I ran the Nautica Citizen TV.
I've downloaded it. I've got it on my phone now.
Try it. I'll try it
I'll
up
try it
here
tomorrow.
with the tune, just to see if it does take us somewhere crazy. Huh? Probably take us to Buckwood.
There's Love Rules. Thank you.
Just keep working on it, guys. Whatever you put into it's what you'll get. Same with every marriage and everything in it.
There's, what was the first card you pulled out?
Oh, it was that one that I had already pulled out for. What do you call it? The one with the bars? But I was fearing in case that wasn't what it was, because I see when it does that, I'm always dubious. It was the 7 of Pentacles, was it not? Never I had just pulled it for somebody else.
Was it not the guy in the kind of horse?
Let's see. No, it was that one I had pulled the very first and then I changed it.
What's that?
And that's just basically the same thing. Like, things have got to be in front of you that's harder than others to work on, and that was basically the same, wasn't it? Just to deal with the things that's in front of you and the best that you can.
There, guys, there's the link to Drew's paranormal vlog. Please go and give her a subscribe. Her channel, she deserves it.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, I'm a good salesman.
So, there you go. There we go. Anybody else want anything?
Is there anybody else wanting a card reading? Anyone?
Is there anywhere you want to see us go as a team ghost hunting? Let us know. Is there somewhere that maybe you are interested in, maybe not so much British friends, maybe American friends? Is there somewhere you want us to go to let you see?
There's Scott saying he'll take a spirit card.
Alright, a postcard for spirit, Scott, no problem. Just try and maybe have a wee think, look up maps and things and see if there's somewhere piques your interest. We'll maybe go and have a look.
We'll tie and Drina to a stone in the graveyard. We'll all go for tea and crumpets and stuff like that.
Probably. Just please leave me a meter and a camera so I can prove something did touch me. There was something around.
There's Dobie's sock getting a suggestion.
Right, Dobie. Mary Kelly's close, right. See, there's another one. There's Mary Kelly's close too. Was there no somewhere in Edinburgh get discovered not that long ago? Or was it Glasgow get somewhere discovered? Was it Glasgow get tunnels discovered or something not that long ago? Or was it Edinburgh got more tunnels discovered? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Dobie's changed it to, what is it? King's Sores. Is it King's Close?
King's Close, right. Aye, no, I did a video on Mary King's Close. Aye, I did it. That was the video I had with Mary's King's Close and Barry's Close, I think I named it. It was just a quick vlog up and down because it was closed. I Mary wanted to see if any spirits would talk on camera, but none came to it. There was a lot of security was walking about. I think they were just making sure nobody was breaking into like all the off courses and things, maybe if they were homeless and things like that. There was a lot of guys walking about with badges and things. Right, Scott, this is for you, pal. Postcard for Scott. Don't you start sniffling, Chris? I've got
hay fever.
Oh, the sniffles are oh, we can't do. God.
I've just taken an antihistamine tablet there.
I've got tying a hanky underneath the nose. Right, Scott, this is for you, pal. Isn't it amazing how things seem to come around again full circle in ways you could not possibly have planned? You wonder how a dream could die, only to be resuscitated years later when you're really ready. You thought it was time back. You thought it was time back then, but your wisdom knows better than you, your small self, whose desires were unmet. Now here you are with a new opportunity to do things from a different, more mature perspective. We want you to trust that in this new opportunity for rebirth, you will be called in two directions, and the one that is unfamiliar will be the right one. As in the unknown spaces, the uncharted places of infinite potential, we are waiting to guide you into your fullest life. Big beauty will come if you remain in the present. You have come full circle, and now you can see that everything changes, is made new, and is given new hope. Loving you always. There you go. Basically, well, come full circle. What you saying?
There's Scott Drew. It was the council guy that said hey to me when we were filming at the chambers next to the close, and then Citizen TV's got is it the Travel Lodge Edinburgh at the end of Princess would be a good place.
Well, I see we got places like that as well, couldn't we? See, I'd seen the two guys pass Scott when I was in the bottom of the close, and they had badges on, and I wasn't sure if they were secure or if they were just somebody passing through. Now it goes down a great big slope to somewhere else. I wasn't sure if it was just somebody taking a shortcut. But I didn't want to take the chance of turning the spirit box and all that on when security was about, do you know what I mean?
I'll take a card for you, if possible.
Okay, what one you want, Chris?
What's the choices again?
Postcard from Spirit. You've got your one card answers with the tarot. And you've got the Halloween Oracle. Basically the same.
Give me a one card answer.
One card answer. Right, okay.
Aye, fancy that.
What Do you want me to know the question, or will I just ask for the question that's in your head to be answered?
Just ask the question for in my head.
Right, okay. There we go. Ooh, good card. Good celebrations coming up. Maybe even meeting new friends.
Maybe I'll win the lottery.
A lot of love too, because they're a big love heart. A lot of roses. 3 cups. Looks like celebration because there's like tinsel and other things all around. Very interesting. Yep. We'll read what the book says. 3 of Cups. Sounds interesting. Well, 3 of Chalices, I should say, when it's a sacrament.
No.
Very interesting. Right, wait, because I want to see this properly. Thank you very much. Right. The dynamic nature of the number 3 brings to this suit the feelings and emotions of a triumph, a healing, a resolution, and the consequence celebration for what has occurred. It is degenerated. It is degenerated. It generates. Can bring with it an ambiguity, abuses or unpredictable circumstances capable of generating confusion and displeasure. The advice of the dead. Any difficulty whatsoever can be overcome without a problem. Therefore, do not allow fear to obscure your point of view. There you go. I thought it was got to be
quite
easy.
interesting.
Yes.
Quite interesting. Thank you very much. Here's Dobie Sock. I'll read some of the comments to you. Here's one of them. Dobie Sock, Warnock Head, Lead Hills. There was a nurse who came off her bike on the road somewhere. I heard about that. Somebody tell me about that. I don't know where it is though. There was a wee cross marking where she fell. The Scott, is he saying it? There were council guys. I think they're just checking the buildings. Let's have a look. Dobie Sock. Is that Sanker Castle? Rumours
that's where Dobie's
has to be haunted. Don't know if it's true. Justin, and then she says Justin Ruins.
I will I'll get your card, not a problem.
There's Luna.
I'm just putting away these Halloween article ones.
You're quite accurate with that kid there, by the way.
See, sometimes I start to stammer and I'm reading them. It was like, people's not going to understand me. I need to invest in a decent light, or I need to turn my computer that way so that the big light's behind me. What kind of card do you want, Luna? I have.
She's asking, what do you have?
Postcard for Spirit, Santa Marta, Moonology. I have got another couple of decks, but they've all fell down on the back. I've got fairy ones in that, but they've all fell. So tonight, the choices are Moonology. I've actually got Witch's Wisdom Oracle. Witch's Wisdom Oracle, the Oracle of the Moonology, Postcard for Spirit, and
There's Citizen, there are a few haunted Scottish roads and bridges as well. There is. I'd like to go to a few of them.
Well, that's where we want to go into it. I'm trying to see what one. Just big one, Mrs. and I'll put it for you.
I just pick one, Luna.
Alright, witch's wisdom is the oracle card. Moon oracle as well. But you've got moon oracle, haven't you?
She says just feel it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to think. I think I'll do your Halloween one. Let's see what they say.
I would like to go to that place. Where's that haunted road? It's near Stranraer. Mind we were talking about it the other night.
No, fell back in.
Is it not near Carlisle? Maybe somebody in the chat can help me there. Citizen. I can't remember. It's meant to be one of the most haunted roads in Britain. So I'm trying to remember the name of it. I'll put it there. I'm just going to post your link again to your channel.
Skull of Darkness. Blind spots. And this is the Halloween oracle. So we'll see, that'd be quite interesting. It's actually quite a nice card. Skull of Darkness, blind spots. It's really nice.
That's it, Scott, day 75.
So right, okay. I'll see what it says. Right. We may not wish to delve there, the shadows, the darkness, the unknown, yet when we search, we reveal and our power has grown. Why am I so stuck with standing in the room? The beautiful and mysterious skull of darkness encourages us to look to the part of ourselves that normally remains hidden or as unseen as possible. We may not appreciate or like certain aspects of ourselves, and yet sometimes our greatest treasures lie within these areas. How many times have you heard of famous artists or people extremely successful in their field being bullied for being so different? Yet it is their very difference from others that make them so powerful. Additionally, all of us at some stage of our life have certain blind spots that may cause us grief and trouble. Although we cannot see the issue clearly, it is the repeated patterns of pain that may alert us to them. Symptoms, if you will. For example, the same things keep happening over and over again. We may be betrayed repeatedly, fail at something repeatedly, not complete tasks continually. Peace and patterns breaking can be achieved by doing the work and uncovering our blind spot, or even consulting trusted close friends or professionals to assist us to see what we cannot. In other words, I think if we've got a lot of blockages at doing things, we have to stop sitting back and being proud and sometimes ask people for help. Do you know what I mean? Instead of always thinking we've got to take on all these tasks ourselves, it's our fault, we've got to fix it. You know, I think that's mostly what that's saying. The blind spots that we don't see, other people will see and help us with. That's what I get for that card. I hope that helps you, Luna.
What? The Shrimp Shack, do you want a card reading? Is Shrimp Shack had a card reading tonight?
I don't think tonight, no.
Do you want one, Shrimp Shack?
A couple of decks tonight, Shrimp Shack. In fact, I don't even think you got a future reading last week, did you? Didn't remember. Just let me know, people. Have a wee chat amongst yourselves, even what you're all saying.
Let's see. There's Citizen ZTV. Is it Cowmount Street? I can't read that. I'll bring it up.
Place, is that a place? Cowmount Street.
It's a road, I think.
A road, right. So where's all the haunted roads, Scottish people? Where can we go? Citizen, do you know if you've got haunted roads like?
Scott said the A75 is Citizen Said that straight.
Good, Cam.
Thanks, Love Rules. Says great show.
Brilliant, Dobby. Excellent. I'll be there. I'll find the same hotel there like the last time.
There's Citizen ZTV. Straight,
and tell me, even if we're all doing as a even if we're all doing as a team, I'll spend the night in the hotel with you if you want. We'll have a girlies' night if you want to do that. Just let me know, Mrs. Either that we'll go out for lunch or something the next day. Just let me know, Mrs. Either that we'll try and crash in the same hotel, right? But I'll talk to you on Messenger about it. Sorry, Chris, what you said, pal?
I was just saying that Citizen ZTV, I was just reading the chat there.
Oh, it's on the
says the Straits.
What about round about you, Chris? Is there any haunted ghosts?
No, that I've heard of. There's maybe ghosts in them there, I've just never seen them, never heard of
I've often wondered if that Colburn Road would maybe have a few haunted spirits in it, see, because the old days pensioner place and that being there and things.
The road from Castle Douglas to Shinrar Road, I've been along it many times, aye. I've drove it too.
See, all these different places might be worth a drive up, just wait a clock and see what we can get.
Yeah, the spirits. We need a guinea pig. We need to tie a guinea pig to a tree.
Alan, get back here.
What's that?
Alan, he's tying a tree as long as you make sure there's no bugs about it first.
I've not seen Alan for ages. Don't know what's happened to him. I think the aliens have got him.
The telly's crap taste, so it's not as if he's in just watching telly.
There's Citizen. Britain's worst ever bridge disaster took place on the 21st of December 1879 the Tay Bridge, that's right. The train carrying all the folk. Is there no the poem, the Tay Bridge? And it collapses. 6 carriages changed into the water, killing 75 passengers. God.
375 was mentioned in the cryptoid group, is it, Dobby? So even if we're doing there, if that's not too far out our way, we could maybe even do that. No bother, winner, that's fine. Aye, sounds fun, Dobby. We'll arrange something. As I said, I'll be doing for more than the one night next time. We could try and make a couple of days yet. There's lots of places we can go. We just need to get our head together and see, like, somewhere even Greyfriars is definitely a good place to meet up, do like a hunt for everybody. And then we could all even date, like, somebody be somewhere else and somebody be somebody else, and then see if we could link up and get the spirits to talk. Like Coast Adventures done it. Remember they were in one place and Bobby
Aye. It was like,
could do something like that.
Aye, done that. Because they see spirits can travel instantly.
See, like,
which is quite scary, actually, if you think about it.
We could beat the castle, we could beat Greyfriars or something, or even in Douglas Castle and Douglas Fair to see if
we need a guinea pig to go down into the vaults at Douglas Castle.
Well, I don't think I'm that brave.
I wouldn't go down. Just phone up there. And somebody will end up getting killed if we go down there.
No, when there's water.
It'll be flooded mostly now, you know.
Definitely, aye, for sure, it'll be flooded.
What's that? There's Dobby Sock. I'm coming up when I can. Go to Greyfriars as soon as I can.
Good. Wish you all could come and experience Greyfriars, honestly.
And look, I'll have a new car by then.
This will be the next one to come up in the Greyfriars way as well, Chris.
No, aye. With my new camera rig, I done a video the day about it. Camera thing.
Did you manage to get it constantly? Good. Was the footage like?
No, it's brilliant. I can live stream constantly for 12 straight hours.
Good. Did you manage to do a wee video just to upload it?
No, but I just I tested all the battery pack and that. There's Shrimp Shack. Okay, I will have a card.
Hi, Shrimp Shack, no problem. I can. You need to get to Greyfriars. Thing is, see, once we all grow a wee bit and get like funding and all different things, we'll make like Dave like fan meetups and things like that. Just can all come. What is it you want, Shrimp Shack? Just a normal card?
There's Shelley. Great night, guys. Been enjoying the channel. No problem.
Shelley.
I would like to look at the old hospital again, doing it with my hair again. I'd like to get inside it.
Well, they do say the flare's no there, so I think the flare's there just at the entrance bit and that's it, but it's no there right up through the house.
Remember, guys, you can post your links to your channels.
Halloween
I'm going to post.
No problem.
Post Drew's paranormal vlog. It's there. I would like to get inside that hospital for a wee rake.
Come down one day, just come down one day during the week, even if it's no raining.
Aye, I might do that for the week.
Text us and see what you're up to. Come down and do the castle, no problem. Or even after you're done it at night, for all the time it takes. Doesn't it get dark till about 10 o'clock?
Nah, no anymore. It's starting to get darker now, though, isn't it? It's because the summer solstice is over.
Yeah, well, 1st of August is we're Lammas, so that's it. After that, it's all downhill. Right, anyway, okay, Shrimp Shack. We'll see what the Halloween oracles want to tell you today.
I've never been to Bannockburn, Dobie Sock. It'd be nice to go.
Now we're talking about that one. Now we need to organise these things.
There's Citizens TV got a thing message.
Go.
Drew, I debunked the haunted pub in Edinburgh, Banshee Labyrinth. Visitors on a probability.
Alright.
There you go. Read your card.
Get visitors in. See?
It's amazing what folk will do for money.
Done it. Because all the tourists have got to go way back here and say, they were telling us all crap to get us in. Wait, oh, you've got the jack-o'-lantern. Protection. Shrimp Shack. You feeling maybe feeling that you need a wee bit extra protection in your life. Very interesting. Pumpkin.
Hey, Oracles and Beyond. Just seen you join there. Remember Oracles and Beyond? Could you share your channel link with everybody? Listen, guys, Oracles and Beyond's got a great YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it if you went and gave us a subscribe. Brilliant channel. Then pop your link up.
That way. Oh, it's jack-o'-lantern, that's why I'm looking up bloody well protection. It's jack-o'-lantern. There it's there. Jack-o'-lantern. Right, here we go. Right. Oh Jack, let me carve my protection. Shine your fire outwards. Evil rejection and reflection. Halloween wouldn't be the same without the carving of pumpkins into scary jack-o'-lanterns, glowing menacing from the porches, dinner tables and porches everywhere. Jacks actually have a rich history and spiritual bent. The original term for a jack-o'-lantern was a will-o'-the-wisp, an old British term. The will-o'-the-wisp was a small bundle of sticks used as a flame or torch. The Celts, the Irish, and those living in the Scottish Highlands all carved winter vegetables, not just pumpkins, but also turnips, carrots, and beetroots. The time around Samhain, Halloween, was of course when the fae and the goblins were said to be roaming wild, and so the lanterns were indeed intended to be scaring off undesirables, and to light the way in the dark. Today, carving pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns, has become an art in itself and a true icon of Halloween. Intriguing designs, both scary and funny, can be found in almost every home that celebrates the birthday. Both electric both electric light and candles now illuminate the inside of the lantern. Know that you are protected and that you are capable of creating the life that you want, and that the universe supports you, and this should that should Jack shine light upon you, and that your Jack should shine light upon you. Boundaries were important to teach people how to treat us, and drawing this card indicates that you may wish to renew the ones you have or to establish new ones. Basically, to keep up
Interesting.
Aye. They're interesting, some historical cards.
You ever carved a pumpkin? I find they stink.
Aye.
Do you not think they stink?
You have to carve them out every year for the rains, aye.
I've heard the folks saying they make off a good pumpkin pie and all that. I don't know how. I smelt one once and it was...
They're not very nice, you know. And then the rain's got to dry out all the seeds to try and make necklaces out of them and things. It's a message.
The Yorkshire Moors has its fair share of ghostly stories, I believe. Not surprising what happened there. That's right. What was it? Who were they back? Was it
Moor murders? Was it the Moor murders? Was that the Yorkshire Moors?
That's right. And they never even found some of the kids.
I know.
Still to this day. They probably never will.
I promise I will get the lighting in here fixed soon so that I'm not robot talking.
You could do. See that camera light you've got? You could set that up so it gives you more light.
Oh, I could have set that behind me. I'm gonna do it. I've got my lava lamp too, but I can't find a bulb for it. Try to find normal bulbs in this tune is pathetic. Remember I went through this last week with about bulbs.
Trying to get real bulbs now are difficult, but you can buy them off eBay. It's amazing what you can buy on eBay.
Chris, I'm going to have to buy them in bulk or something, God knows. Or that the council's going to have to come out and use on you light sockets. Simple. So it is. How is everybody? Oracles and Beyonds here as well.
I've got 21 people watching.
Oh my goodness, 21 people watching.
Remember, give me a thumbs up, guys.
I hope you're hitting the likes.
I think they're just here. I think a lot of them are here for that book. You know?
Well, please, guys. I don't know how to
700 subscribers. Someday Lucky's going to get the book.
And
it'll be a signed book.
We will go to the places in it. We'll sign it and we'll try our hardest to go to all these different places for you, so you can take notes in the book once you have won it.
Scottish ghost stories.
It's an old.
There's some actually really creepy stories in here. I've read it. There's some really creepy stories in here. The Death Bogle. There's one called the Death Bogle.
I'm surprised you've not come on, Scott. Scott for a blather.
Good week. Ken, we've been going for 1 hour and 8 minutes.
My goodness.
We're doing well.
Oh, there you go.
I keep posting your channel. Listen, guys, could you please go to Injudy's channel?
Thanks, everybody. I don't know how to do it myself. Hi, Mary.
It's okay. I've done it for you. Mystical powers.
Thank you, everybody.
What's that? Who's in the chat? Dobby Shrimp.
Hi, Carol.
Shrimp not in person.
Sure, Carol. Did you get a card off of me, Carol? Do you want one?
She's just come in, Carol. Do you want a card?
You get postcard for Spirit, tarot card, or for a weekend of the Oracle.
What would you like, Carol? What card would you like?
Sharp Shark wants to win the book. I think you're going to have to fight Cassie, because Cassie wants it as well.
You can come in, Scott, but we're only got to be live for another half hour.
I'll give
links. I'll give you Scott's. I'll put the link in.
Scott, Chris. I'll give you a Halloween one because these are different. And you've probably had a postcard from Spirit of me before, so. I will give you a Halloween oracle. The season is nearly upon us.
The ghosts and the ghouls.
Yep.
And I'll be out eating all the sweeties. I could dress as Uncle Fester. I don't need to do much. All I need to do is put like a kind of furry jacket on.
Right, okay, Carol, let's get your card here.
Citizen Z says he's thinking about investigating the royal yacht.
Oh, I didn't know you could get in that, could you?
I can get in that.
Got their one there.
Look who is in. Hello.
Evening. Oh. Zombie. Where are you? Zombie. Control.
Tell us.
There's Scott in. Hi, Scott.
Everybody's smoking. I feel depressed now because I've not had a cigarette in about 16 years. I still smoke my cigars, but see when I see a cigarette, it's like...
Don't you worry, you're not missing nothing.
You look like a roast chicken.
You're better off without it. Personally, I'm against it, personally. You know what I mean? Smoking. It's terrible.
Like Zombie, I'll read this out to Carol.
Right, fire away.
Okay, right, Carol. The dead arise, voices are mumbling. After our brains, our screams, they are tumbling. Zombies have become quite fashionable recently, much like vampires. Turn on the television and you can't escape the moaning and groaning of these, the living dead. And yes, they do seem to be after your brains. These are even public zombie walks. There is even public zombie walks where people dress up as zombies and appear in Amis and roads and cities. So irritating. People dress up like that, by the way.
I know, I've seen it. I don't know why somebody would write that.
I know, okay. But zombies are not merely a fun icon of popular culture. Traditionally, they are mainly associated with African and Italian voodoo religion. Zombies are said to be the dead bodies reincarnated by incarnation chanted by a leader practitioner called a boka, and they are usually unleavened for a purpose. In other words, summoned for a purpose. The practitioner is said to capture part of the living soul to animate the body, and that it is always a temporary action, as the soul cannot be contained in this decomposing body for long, and God will take the soul back. One of the most frightening aspects of the idea of zombieism is the idea of our souls and consciousness being trapped inside a body that does not do our bidding but someone else's. Another is the idea of being buried alive. The fate of some is said who get trapped in already dead bodies. But I do feel as if God, whoever takes the soul at first. Crazy, isn't it? Some of the answers are in these books.
There's a massive helicopter flying over my house. Can you hear that?
No, but if it's flying over you, I'll hear it in a minute.
It's gone. It was really loud there for a second or two, but it's got quieter or something.
It'll probably head to your way. Usually does.
Oh, there's Carol, thank you.
You bother, Carol. I'm not calling you a zombie, Mrs. Honest.
You keep losing connection. Shy, you're not going to sit next to the router.
Oh, me last night was brutal.
I'm on the hallway with more spooky because of the lighting in here.
Oh, so yeah.
You need some bulbs that can do that.
Aye.
He's froze. He's froze.
Oh, there's 20 quid in them.
He's froze. His internet's dropped too.
Oh, now he's back. He's
back again. From beyond. Oh, he's froze again.
You were a zombie, Carol. Sometimes I feel like a zombie in the morning.
Do you like zombie movies? Do you like zombies? Does anybody hear there's a good movie and it's called The Dead Don't Die. You need to watch that movie.
The only one I like is that Dawn of the Dead. Me and her thought
your mic, Scott. Unplug it and put it back in again.
Shaun of the Dead's quite good. Me and Liam laughed at nothing else at that. That's hilarious.
I think Scott. Aye, but your earphones are buggered because they're making a whining noise.
Right, give me a wee second and I'll change the earphones over to another pair.
No problem. I'll mute your mic and then until I get back.
Sorry I missed your live last night when I totally crashed out. I went to my bed. I watched some of the day. I was trying to look at all the pictures that you were posting up, but as I was trying to look at the pictures, it wouldn't let me see it. Just kept coming up the chat. The Ustream. Does it do that on the live? No, let you see the pictures again. Because they were showing pictures last night, right, when they're live, and I tried to find it today, but every time I press stop to see the picture, it can back up just their faces. I couldn't see the pictures.
I was going to watch the live last night, but I zonked it too.
Me too, I think it's because we've all been staying up too late, and telling you, we're all going to end up in brain me time zone.
We're all getting older, you see, this is the thing. It'll be the slippers on, the pyjamas, it'll be, I'm away for
I refuse to get any older. I'm 48 and I'm staying there. Staying at 48.
I think I'll be a great old person. I'm going to be one of these old folk with a stick. I'm going to get up to young folk and poke them with my stick. Just date to annoy them, you know.
Aye, zombies are scary oracles.
What's that? I'm downloading them to see if I can't fix it. I like vampires and werewolf films.
Aye, I don't mind werewolves and things like that. I'll see all the old films, the ones that had, like, who was it, Christopher Lee, things like that.
That's right,
the old Dracula ones, I love them. I wish I could actually get a full big copy of them that I could just sit and watch on DVD. They're the best films.
I do like the old films.
They're brilliant. And the Carry On ones.
You ever seen the film? It was made in the 1970s and it's called The Fearless Vampire Slayers. And it's this old guy, he looks like kind of like some scientist guy, and then there's this young boy. And you need to watch it. It's a right old film, and it's called The Fearless. It's in colour light, but it's called The Fearless Vampire Slayers. You need to watch it. It's ridiculously stupid, but it's just funny.
Never heard it.
One of the best.
Where you go, man?
One of the best old horror films I've ever seen. Black and white. There wasn't any blood in it. It was called The Changeling with George C. Scott. He was
I've heard of that name.
He was a ghost hunter, and he got hired to go to this big mansion in the middle of nowhere. And it was haunted, and it was just, there wasn't any blood and gore in it, which was a bit disappointing, whatever. You can't get somebody getting slashed open their insides, ended up the floor and fell. Heads getting cut off. You ever seen Wolf Creek?
I've heard about it, but I've never watched it.
You need to watch that. If you like a bit of blood and...
Hammer House of Horror is the best, definitely, Dobie.
What about the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Aye, that's brilliant. Sorry, Scott.
No, The Changeling was just the way it was filmed, with the music and the lighting and stuff. It was really, really... And a cushion in the front of your face.
Gave me when I was away. That Don't Look Now. See that wee lassie with the rain jacket on, the wee blue wee red wellies, and the yellow house coat, the yellow raincoat.
That was famous
for about 30 years.
That was famous for another reason.
Donald Sutherland went it.
Aye. And
ask your Mel, that gave me nightmares for about 30 years. I could
No,
not look
it
at
was
a
famous
loser.
for another reason. Why was it? Why was it famous for another reason?
Do you remember the famous bedroom scene?
And that that Brood film where she was eating her babies.
No, the Don't Look Now.
Aye, Don't Look Now.
Don't Look Now.
When they were in the bedroom doing the horizontal mumber.
Right.
Aye.
There was a big controversy after that because a lot of people were saying that they were actually doing it. They weren't just
that's right. They were, aye. I think they were supposed
Remember
to
that?
be. They did, aye. Mm-hmm.
There was a big debate about it, whether they were actually faking it or actually
doing it.
Horizontal dance. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I hated that film, honestly. It gave me nightmares for about 30 years. I couldn't even look at Waynesbury.
What was the story behind that? Was it that their Wayne had drowned or something in a pond?
Aye, and they moved to Venice to get away from it all. But they kept seeing the wee lassie about the place with her wee red wellies and her yellow raincoat on. And he kept trying to fun her and follow her, and he could never find her and follow her until one night he followed her up to this loft, and she turned around, she was this wee old haggy woman, and ate him.
Bugger.
Aye, I mean that. Well, I said it kind of ended at that point, so I take it she kind of ate him or whatever she did. But she was a wee old haggy woman. It wasn't a wee lassie.
I remember the woman. I'm trying to remember the end. I can't remember the end. Yeah, but I remember the film because the wee lassie had a red
nightmares
raincoat on.
Aye. Can't remember the red wellies and a yellow raincoat or
no, it was a yellow raincoat and red wellies.
Well, I could never look at them again, and my daughter didn't have any red wellies or any yellow raincoat or nothing. No
it was that film It that I didn't like when I was younger. The one of the clown in the drain system. You seen the new one? I thought it was like shite. The new one's absolutely crap.
The rain still don't like that film.
The first, I would say.
Do you know what film I'm talking about when I say the Brood butt? The one, the Brood. It was about all these wee like miniature people, like say nursery size Wayne's 4 or 5, and they all had these wee like ski suits on, but they were all
mittens. Somebody in the chat saying hello.
Wee knives and everything, wee hammers, killing people. It was called the Brood. They eating it up, and I'm sure that was maybe done or Sutherland and all.
I think you can't beat the Friday the 13th films and stuff like that. Can't beat all.
They got banned. I think they banned that.
They've banned a lot of things now.
The hammers, maybe.
Aye, they have banned a lot of things. They've dubbed a lot of things to.
Tell me in chat if any of you know what film I'm talking about, the Brood.
I've heard it, but I've never seen it.
All the Waynes used to run about in wee ski. They were all about 4 or 5-year-old with wee ski suits on. Used to kill people.
That's a film I watched the other night. Is it Hellraiser? Bloody rubbish. I don't think they make good movies now. Some of the sci-fi stuff I like, but
there's all the guidelines now they've got to stick by.
There's Dobie Sock. There's Dobie Sock, The Howling.
I think that got banned at some point too, didn't it? I think that at some point got banned too. And then there was The Hills Have Eyes, and all that got banned, and then get.
Aye, I didn't like that. The Hills Have Eyes.
Cannibals.
Aye, that was a bit much. That because what they did to the mother and the Wayne. No, that was a bit much.
It's all that gore that gets banned. Is it in the way they kill people, chaining them up and chainsawing them and everything? That's how it gets the film banned. Is all that?
Can we be 22 folk watching this?
Have we? Hello, everybody.
I'll keep sharing.
The Saw films are good.
Aye.
Do you think so? I can't watch them.
What films got?
Saw. The Saw films.
I've never watched them. I have never watched films. No.
I don't know if anybody's seen the first one. The young guy that's in it, he was what?
Is that the first one where they're trapped in the toilet?
I will see the young guy, no, the doctor, the other guy. I was going to actually wrote it. He wrote it It was in Ashley Road, so and they were known to
Is
make
it a
seven
maze
of
or
them.
something to get out? Am I right in saying it's a maze or something to get out of?
Aye, it's
If they try and escape, but
Is
what
it
they
a
don't
puzzle or
realise
something?
is, see the guy that's lying in the flare, they think he's dead.
Right.
The guy that's lying in the flare, they think he's dead. He's no dead. That's the guy that imprisoned them.
Right. See, I ken there's a twist because I've not seen it, but I've seen snippets of the first one. It's as if the guy is behind a control room or something, and he knows when he controls everything that they do and say.
I love the voice. See the voice, see Jigsaw's voice. Oh, you can't be. I just love
Is
it.
that the guy? He comes out in a wee totty tricycle thing with a wee funny face.
It's the whole voice. I want to play a game. I mean,
Right.
it's
I've never seen the film, but I know what film you're talking about.
you definitely need to give them a watch. I've got all 7 of them in DVD, and I've watched them dozens of times. You never get fed up watching it. I can watch them over and over and over again.
Right.
I never get fed up. What's it fun?
What's in the chat here? Video Nasty's X. I must be creepy as I laughed at the film Wrong Turn. I was going to say, the Wrong Turn was shite.
Any films that you think's really creepy that we should watch?
There's Dobby Stock, The Haunting, the original 1963.
Right, did get banned. It was because it was wee Wayne's on about killing people with wee hammers and that. Probably traumatised.
What about the Amityville? What about the Amityville horror? What did you think of that?
Well, I do believe that because I watched a documentary on Netflix and it was the guy Lutz's stepson, and he was saying his point of view about it all, and he'd never tell anybody the things that happened.
I actually listened to a programme. I listened to a radio show about it, right? And the true story is, right, when they were building the town where that house was meant to be, there was a plot of land and it was meant to be Indian burial ground or something, right? And for a while there used to be like a shop in it, a storefront, and it got knocked down over time and they built a house there.
Right.
And then it got super haunted. But that house is not really meant to be there anymore, what's been told. No one really knows the true location of the Amityville house.
Right.
The ground where it sits on. Because I actually watched a programme about it. It was quite interesting. It was Zach Bagans. It was him and somebody else. It was a radio show, and they were talking about it.
The guy, it's actually the guy's stepson that wrote that's in the documentary, and he takes you back. Lorraine Warren's still alive in it, and the woman that's presenting the show takes him back to meet Lorraine Warren, and the two of them sit down and have a conversation about the things that did happen in the house when she was there. And I do believe it happened, and he said that he was ridiculed for years and years and didn't tell his story to anybody. And he's never had a life. He's kind of lived on the beach for all these years because he didn't want to tell people who he was. Can't even remember the name of the documentary, but I'm sure it's on Netflix. Netflix or Amazon Prime.
I'll maybe look it up after.
I look it up. Just Google it. Just look up Amityville true story or something. What's the true story? There are.
He's ever seen that? Is it the Pontefract Poltergeist?
Aye. Well, I've not seen the truth.
That's quite an interesting thing. The Pontefract Poltergeist. It's not the Black Monk. It's the Pontefract one.
Is that the one Paranormal Lockdown done an investigation in?
I think so.
Nick Croft and Katrina. That's the one Most Haunted done as well, or was it the other one?
The one that Most Haunted done. Aye, they did the Black Monk. They did the Black Monk. That was the one where they get pulled up the stairs with a rope around his back.
Aye. The other one's where that lassie was getting chucked about her bedroom and everything.
Aye, that's a different one. And they figured out it was two spirits that came out for the nearby graveyard.
That's right, aye. The Waynes had been put in the graveyard and it took to that Carol. Was it Carol? And it took to her.
It just shows you something like that can follow you home.
That's why you've got to say, look, if you stay here, we'll come back and talk to you. You just need to remain where you are and be firm about it.
Aye, but what do you do if they don't? What do you do if they do follow you?
You just have to start lighting sage and palo wood and things and rushing them out the door and putting black salt and things down so they don't get back in. Your intent makes them go out. So if you intent to guard your place, it's just as good as putting a shield up or a front door up. Because that intent stays there and they'll no cross that.
But then you get demons. So how does a demon follow you home? Do they just do it the same way?
Oh, there's a totally different story with
Can they not just walk straight into your house, or can you stop them from doing that?
I think so. I don't think they need invitation. They say that spirits need to be invited in, but I don't think that's true. I've never thought about that being true. Demons and things, I think, just can go wherever they want.
What do you think, Scott? Do you think demons can go anywhere?
Demons can go wherever they want, and about 80% of the time, a demon will appear as a child first. They get in the door, basically.
You have to make no interest into them, that they'll move on to somebody else. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't show them any interest whatsoever. Like us sitting talking about it in the room could give them a doorway. Thinking, oh, they're talking about me. I could just slip in there and show them what it's about. So you just
demons get two main purposes, basically. And that is to possess a body. A demon is a soul that's never been in human form, so once to possess a body,
an angel.
And second is to cause as much destruction and sorrow and misery as possible. That's their sole purpose, but just to basically destroy, the person's body, the family, etc. And that's why they tend to disguise themselves as children first.
That's right. I see Citizen ZTV's put the black-eyed children. You ever seen that? I listen to a lot of like Coast to Coast AM, and I listen to Darkness Radio and stuff like that. And they've always got folk on talking about the black-eyed kids. Nobody really knows who they are.
I do believe they exist. It's just hard to catch them. Say they come to you when you're in your downest moment. So if you're depressed and things, don't answer your door at 2 o'clock in the morning. Could be the black-eyed kids.
Lewis is asking, what do you think about the devil versus God?
Well,
it's an eternal battle, basically,
Depends if you
good versus evil.
In God.
Good versus evil.
Goddesses, and there's only one devil, there's many gods and goddesses. But then again, there's many demons, so it's just... Yin and yang.
Lucifer saw himself as equal to God. Basically, and that's what was cast out, because he tried to...
You just have to remember, good will always win.
There was a civil war in heaven, that's how it began.
Basically,
what had happened was, I've read Bibles and stuff like that, what had happened was, before the humans, the angels stood here, basically, right? They had the run of everything, and then God decided, oh, let's make humans. So they made the humans, right? And some of the angels hate the humans, right? So they wanted to destroy us, but some of the angels loved us, right? So they had a civil war. Of course, the good won, and seemingly the angels were cast into hell to be demons. That's a long, short story.
You're always going to have it. You're always going to have good versus evil. It's an eternal battle. It's going to go on long after we're gone and mankind gone.
Try and remember and do everything. Take the best good. Even when you things are really, really bad, try and find the good in everything, and it'll help you get through it. Because we could all turn bitter, and then where would we be? Just a big bitter world. As we try to kill each other in it. Try and help each other as much as possible, isn't it?
Look, life is a cycle, get what I mean? See, in a million years' time, you'll probably be born again if you come back, if you want to come back, that is. But let's face it, It's just got to keep doing that and doing that and doing that and doing that forever.
As long as people say about me she tried her best, I'll be happy. That's just what my legacy. I tried my best. And I'll be happy. Though, but I still have nightmares after watching it. Nelly knows how scared I was about that film. Didn't you, Nelly, heard with the wee bloody well Wayne Jake on? The Black Eyed Kids needs an invitation to enter. Oh, is that right, citizen? Aye. I've heard that before, I think. In fact, they need an invite in. Aye. What do you think about the whole Gypsy Scott? No. You can get bad energy that seems to be good, so you can trust them. Well, that's the way that demons do it, isn't it? I mean, look, all your serial killers and everything, they say that's who.
Oh, they were definitely. See some of these serial killers. I think they were possessed. I did definitely think they were possessed.
The thing is, when they cross over, they're going to be your next demons, aren't they? Your next demons, right hand men and things.
You should never say a demon's name out.
Oh, I don't ever try not to anyway.
No, you should never ever even use their name, because if you do, that alerts them.
Definitely, Carrot Chase is definitely so interesting, Dobby, I know.
I've heard Carrot Chase is familiar.
No, got to be just a week, it's got to be a month.
Right, we'll set Citizen ZTV out of all the... Wait a minute, I'll bring it up so you can read it. But basically, what would you come back as? Before the panel, if you could reincarnate, what would you come back as? Well, that's a difficult one.
A shark.
Oh, a shark. Oh, a shark.
A friendly shark, like baby shark.
I want to come back as a... If it to come back as an animal, I'd probably pick like an eagle or something like that.
A bird.
I'd like to come back as somebody like a prime minister or something that can maybe change something.
Aye, but you wouldn't can you it because you wouldn't remember it. You wouldn't remember your last life.
You see, that's the problem with that, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean.
So if I had to be like an animal or something, it would need to be, I don't know, what's it hard, do you know that? Somebody psychic just to see what it really is like. Because that's what all ghost hunters want to see, spirits, and psychic people can see spirits, so probably something like that.
You think all the right top psychics out there, the real ones, right? That can see dead folk everywhere, right? It must be terrible for them, by the way. Can you imagine walking through a graveyard?
Oh, aye, for sure.
And there's folk to your left, to your right, everybody all around about you, and they can that you can see them.
By the way, folks, I get new makeup with Dave on the night, and I was trying it out. It's a bit dark. Just in case you're wondering how my eyes are all black.
I don't wear makeup. Scott, what about you? You look a wee bit the old blush.
Well, if I'd known you were going to ask me to come on here, I'd just put a wee bit of slap on. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't really type.
I actually just decided to get a wee go because I don't usually wear red, so.
This is just my whole face.
Usually wear blue.
I've never had so many folk in a live stream before. I mean...
Hi, everybody.
There you go.
I know if they jumped on, I would give them a care to, but they're staying incognito.
I'll be shutting this down shortly anyway.
I know. It's our company, we're all such a giggle.
Are you doing a live tomorrow, Andrina, on your channel tomorrow?
Yeah, what day tomorrow?
Wednesday. My next live isn't until Thursday. Thursday night.
But I was going to actually jump on and ask about like what everybody thought, just to maybe a wee quick half hour, what you all think about me opening up another channel for all my witchcraft stuff and keeping my Drew's Paranormal vlog for my...
Oh, your witchy friends could join you. Oh, your witchy friends could join. It could be like a coven. A coven on the internet.
Maybe, I think I've
like a big pot you can bubble away.
I'm not sure. Tail Raven, I think it is. It's Ultimate, but there's only like one subscriber or something to it. So I was going to jump on maybe just for a wee quick half hour to blather about that. on my channel.
Because we're sending Scott down the tunnel on Thursday.
Yep.
A brave man.
Got the rope ready.
Thursday, so I'll have my live tomorrow night then, that's what I'll do.
You'll need it.
I'll have my live tomorrow night then instead of Thursday night, see as we're going away Thursday. That's what
As long as I've got my farm of violets, I'll be a happy chappy.
That's alright, we'll lure you out.
Chris is about you getting us all, we're chocolate again, we're drinking chocolate again, the weather's changing.
That's very true, but I've not got my new car yet, can you?
Oh well, true.
And I've not seen Alan, God knows what's happened to him. You know what I mean? He's disappeared off the face of the earth.
He'll be there. He'll
be back one day. He'll be back one day. We've got 23 folk watching us now.
Oh, hello everybody. Hope you are subscribing and liking.
Aye, come on, put your link out, guys. I'm just about to shut the channel down. Get your links in the now before I go off. I'll give you the link to.
I hope that makes sense to you, Mary. And remember, I'll give you a proper tarot card when I see you next. Face to face.
You know what I'm going to do on Thursday? I'm going to live stream.
Thanks,
you guys at the castle.
Aye, well, that's what I'm saying. I could go live tomorrow night, right? It's my normal, because I usually do it Thursday. And then you could go live for the castle, so you'll get better.
It won't be a long live, it'll be like half an hour long.
Aye,
or something like that. Let everybody see them. As you get lowered into the tomb of disrepent.
Hey, that's 11:15 in the news. I take it it's dark outside.
Aye.
Start to get dark about 9.
We're about 9, aye.
Right.
It'll soon be autumn, guys. It'll soon be the snow and the cold, and it'll be lovely.
That'll be great. All the slush and wet.
But Lunar's probably in our house in America, the new melting with the heat wave.
Oh, I know.
But soon it'll be snowing here.
I honestly don't know how you can do it. I don't. Honestly,
I think it was Lunar. Casey said last night it was 81 degrees in their house or 91 degrees. I don't know if it was Oracle or Lunar.
I actually feel sorry for you because I couldn't handle that.
Well, that'd be amazing.
I couldn't either.
I couldn't handle
it. It would be amazing.
Like I was really on
I'd be sitting in the car with the aircon on.
I think that's here, but I think that's
I'll show you my new nails, guys.
Oh, look at our nails there. Look at our nails.
Skulls and haunted finders. HF for haunted finders. On my other finger.
It's been a good night tonight, hasn't it? It's been a good live. We've got 22 in the chat still. But I'll be live on Thursday night, guys. And that's just conspiracy stuff. And then Saturday night's Ghost to Ghost.
Okay.
The goblins and ghouls will be out, chasing Scott in circles, running about, you know. Yeah.
Ever get the feeling you're not liked? Do you know what I mean?
No, yeah. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
What was that for my Parma virus, Chris? I don't care.
I'll see if I can get your bag. I'll see if I can get you some.
Keep your uncle's what's it to yourself.
I'll have you know there's nothing like suckling my Uncle Joe's balls.
That comment. Did you see the comment last night, Drew, in the chat?
What does it say? What does it say? It says Uncle Joe's mint balls.
I was telling him about the Camel's balls that the ice cream van sells up here. Camel's balls.
There you go.
To the waves.
Uncle Joe's mint balls.
Hi, now it's dark.
Hey, now it's dark, my friend. We're just about to go. You should get Scott. You should get
Thursday, right? Because we'll go live Thursday up at the castle for Chris's channel.
You should get Scott some Camel's balls.
I will try and get the ice cream van to give me some Camel's balls for Chris's. Okay. And I'll leave you send them to America Lunar to prove this to you, right? They actually sell Camel's balls in our ice cream van.
You know, they say they're very chewy. They say they're very chewy.
And there's a creamy stuff comes out the middle and it's horrible. It really is horrible.
This is what you want on a Tuesday night, isn't it? It's all about creamy stuff coming out of camel balls.
Camel balls.
That's what you describe. I mean, last night it was Uncle Joe's balls.
Oh, God.
They're horrible, and there's these slimy stuff comes out the middle. It's horrid.
Right, time out. Too much information.
I suppose that would happen if you've been doing really hard.
I'm away before I get into trouble. Season my channel 9 o'clock in the morning.
Right, good night, guys. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Take care, guys. Bye. Bye, Angela. See ya. Bye, Scott. See you, man.